Come spend the day with me. It was definitely a Monday, so I had to start out my day with a bunch of calls, but at least I could put around and get some things done around my house as well. I will never take this for granted because when I used to work in an office, all I could do when I was on a call or in a meeting was like scribble on my notepad or doodle or whatever. Now I can do laundry, all sorts of things around my house, walk around with my wireless headphones, things like that. It's so freaking nice, especially for like low involvement calls. Now I can't vacuum around my house. Once I got off a call, I had seen some dust around and I started vacuuming. I thought it was just going to do one little spot, but yeah, it just spirals. Sometimes this happens, especially with this little laser light thing on this Dyson. You see one thing and then you see it all and you're like horrified. It's so scary. So I started vacuuming all over my house all of a sudden, and it just continued for a little while. Suddenly, before I knew it, I had vacuumed pretty much the whole house. But eventually I had to go back to work, so I put that away, and then I had a little lunch, Chick-fil-A, did a little more work, and then in the afternoon I decided to take Cooper out. I love walking by the yacht club, particularly when the mini sailboats are out. They have like a sailing school with kids and stuff, and it is the cutest thing ever. It was nice today because a lot of times the sun was behind the clouds, but it did still come out occasionally and get hot. So Cooper was like, water, please. So we stopped a bunch of times for water and for him to cool off. If you're not from Chicago, you may not be familiar, but this is actually the third year that NASCAR is coming and turning our downtown area into a racetrack. It's wild. It's this weekend, and I didn't realize that the sidewalks were already closed off. Of course, they're mostly set up. So we had to take a little bit of an alternate route home, which was okay. And Cooper was more than okay with going home at this point. He was like, ma'am, I'm hot. And I honestly was too. So I was so excited to make one of my new slushies in my Ninja slushie. I love this thing. And I also had to flip some laundry. When I turned around, Cooper's looking at me like, I'm melting. Where's my slushie? So I did give him a treat, but flipped a little laundry, put away some towels and microfibers, all the things. And when I came back out, Cooper was already on the bed and relaxing. He's like, I'm dying. And I came out and got my cherry 7-Up slushie. This may be the best thing I've ever made. It was so good. I took it and went in one of my favorite spots in my house, this chair, and I had to do another call and have my slushie. Cooper decided to retire to the pillows. He was exhausted. So I decided to hide up to the pool deck. I had a little bit more work to do, but I decided I could do that from a pool lounge chair. So I took in the view for a minute and then resigned myself to sitting down and answering some emails and doing some other work. And I can do a lot of it from my phone. It's amazing. Then I went into the hot tub. It was a slightly odd color though, so I didn't stay in too long. I showered, I came back down, and to my surprise, Cooper was ready to go again. He's like, excuse me, I want to go out. So I was like, okay. We went to the dog park, and surprisingly, there weren't that many dogs, and Cooper was over it rather fast. I think he overestimated his energy. He was like, can we go home? So we headed back, which was fine. It was just a really pretty night. So I ended up just chatting on the phone for a little bit and just staring out the window, which is honestly one of my favorite things to do and how I spend a lot of my time. I just love watching the city kind of pass by up from above. It's so peaceful and so calming to me, and watching day turn into night is just, I don't know, it never gets old. I've lived here for over a decade, and it's something I absolutely never take for granted. So I hope you all have a wonderful evening and get to curl up cozy at home.